Greetings YouTube, Fuzzfinger here, and in today's episode of Final Fantasy IV, we're taking on the final chapter. Stay tuned. Right then, so first things first, you want to just make sure you've got your ability set up correctly. For Rydia, that means keeping her with what you've been using so far, but have her auto battle command set to defend, so we're going to just do that now. For Kain, we're going to also keep him with what he's been using, but change his auto battle command to jump. And then moving down to Rosa, it's going to keep her exactly as she's set up right now. Cecil, we're going to get rid of a few of these things here. In particular, we don't need this thing now, so we're going to give him focus. Instead of kick, he's just going to have normal attack. There we go. And I think I'm happy with the rest of it there. And then finally on Edge. Edge is going to want attack, he's going to want throw, and he's going to want reach, and he's going to want steal. Right, so let's get on with the show. Without any further ado, head north in the final area, and a cutscene shall commence.
Golbez, Fusoya!
It seems like Golbez and Fusoya have made it here to Zeromus, and are actually going to be taking him on by themselves. It's very commendable of them. Very brave of them. So we just need to sit back and enjoy the show. See what happens. Now this is an exciting bit. We get to see a super powerful attack here on behalf of the combined efforts of Fusoya and Golbez, Twin Meteor, that actually shows us break damage limit. Look at that, 99,999 damage. And I guess Zeromus is no more. So this was an exciting ending to the game, wasn't it? Right, so I guess I can just kick back now and enjoy the ending cutscenes. Yes, I'm sure there's nothing untoward going to happen now.
We did it.
What a waste. Such incredible power, and all of it warped to evil ends.
Hey!
Oh, you've come.
Looks like we were too late. You were supposed to leave him for me.
Cecil. Zeromus. This time I will finish what I set out to do. Zeromus, be gone!
So Zeromus has become Zeromus, and Golbez and Fusoya again attempt to take on the boss by themselves.
will not be stanched until it has consumed all else. You shall be next. Come, pass into this darkness I have brought.
Elder! Cecil and the others!
Indeed. Now's the time we pray for them. No, for the entire world. Callum, Olum, we must see that all the prayers made here reach Cecil and his friends on the moon.
Cecil, my friend.
This is your chance. Please have courage.
We'll all be waiting for you.
Return safe.
For the sake of the whole earth.
Rise up!
Our prayers are with you.
Come on, you can do it! Cecil! Everyone!
Great moon. Please, hear our prayers.
Brother.
Cecil, it must be you.
Zeromus. This is the end for you, not us.
Right, so at this point, the elders have helped Cecil. And as you can see, well, they're coming anyway. As you can see, things are looking pretty bleak at the moment. But hopefully things are about to change. So here comes everyone else back into the fray. Edward and Tellar also coming to give us some strength, I hope. And it's Yang and Sid, of course. It's nice of the boss to just kind of float there waiting for everyone to get powered up, isn't it? Now this battle that's coming up is hard. I recommend level 75 plus minimum, but after that your levels don't really matter in all honesty. First things first, we're going to want to focus. The others could just defend for the time being. Want to get 3 rounds of focus off. And another round. And then Kane is going to jump. And then Cecil is going to use the crystal. And that means Zeromus is not particularly happy at this point. And we want to start stealing with Edge. Rosa is just going to be healing. We need to get that dark matter first of all. Ridge not going to do anything because he counters summons, unfortunately. Okay, so we need to first of all get darkness going on Kane so that he's doing more damage. And then Edge is going to start throwing, first of all, through shurikens. I'm just going to get ready for the black hole, which is quite potentially an evil ability. Right, now we need to defend. No, not darkness. Defend. Big Bang is what I meant, sorry. So that's going to hurt. A lot. So we'll go down to Rosa. She can dual cast Arise on Edge, and then she can Cure a Jar on everybody. Did he get darkness off, Kane? He must have done, mustn't he? So we'll cry. And we'll start focusing again on Cecil. And then Rydia is going to go ahead and cast Spider Silk, which should slow the boss down. Prevent that nasty attack from taking place anytime soon. Oh, come on. Sometimes the controls in this game do not work as you would hope them to. And we do need to keep everyone back to life quite quickly, I'd say. So we'll try and get haste going as well. He does counter with flare, which as you can imagine is quite nasty. Right, that means we need to defend again. Because the big bad attack's coming in. Oh, defending like mad. Who survives and who doesn't? Okay, we're doing okay, we're doing okay. Get Cecil back up. This guy's got about 150,000 health, by the way, so it's going to be potentially a long battle. Rydia can't really do anything. Oh, he's doing Big Bang again here, so we need to defend again. He can cast it twice in a row, as you can see. In fact, every second or every other time he does Big Bang, he does it twice in a row. So we have to be prepared to get everyone back to life again after Osh suspects. It normally kills at least one person, doesn't it? But not on this occasion. Oh no, baby. Right then, so we're going to dual cast Cure Jar. And also Haste. Although he will get rid of Haste, I believe. But I guess it would be nice to get it on at some point. And then we're going to try and throw another Viewer Shuriken at him. Kane, of course, is going to keep jumping. Cecil attacking. And that's pretty much the routine throughout this encounter. And we just got to hopefully try and survive all the way through. Which, as you can imagine, is no easy feat, in all honesty. So he can also remove this slow ability we put on him. I don't know if Shell has any positive effects, but let's give it a try. And then we'll just go for a smaller Cura for the time being, so that we don't use too much MP. Rydia's sole focus is Spider Silks, so just keep her ready for those. Probably Shell might not have been a good idea, but we'll find out. Got one more Fuma Shuriken to throw at him. His pattern does change soon. As you can see, with slow, things are a little bit more manageable. So what have we done with what's his face? Okay, so we're going to throw the Excalibur at him. But now we're just going to attack after that. And everyone else can keep the attacks coming in as well. Okay, time to defend. Get defending pretty fast. Ah, it's Meteor now. That means his next abilities have started. So let's get Cure Jar going. At this point then, he's going to be doing Meteor, Osmos, and then Wall. Which I've got to say is not particularly pleasant. But hopefully something we can manage. We basically just need to do as much damage to him now as is possible. So we'll focus. No, we won't focus because Cecil's already doing a decent amount of damage at this point. That knife, we can throw that actually now, since he's in this phase. So we're going to go throw knife. That's the final item. Just do as much damage as is possible here. Hopefully Kane will come down. And that could be the end. Yes, it is. It's the end. And that is the final boss of the game. Whew. Now I'm going to kick back and enjoy the game's ending.
You've truly done it. I'd no idea there was such strength in you. You of the Blue Planet may have already grown more powerful than we of the Moon.
It does rather look that way, doesn't it?
But what of the final words Zeromus spoke?
As long as there is darkness.
There will always be evil in men's hearts. We, all of us, bear a touch of darkness, just as surely as we bear light, much as with the twin sets of crystals. And the darkened underworld that rests beneath your planet's brighter surface. But as long as there is darkness, so will there always be light. Just as the light within you rose to overcome the shadow cast by Zeromus.
Well, now that you mention it, I did feel a bit of glow.
Are you joking? It's a miracle Zeromus didn't end up using you.
My love of justice kept him at bay, no doubt.
Well then, the time has come for me to join my people in their sleep. What will you do now?
We will return to our planet.
Our friends are waiting.
I see. You are lucky to have such friends. I look forward to the day we can meet again.
Might you permit me to accompany you?
You would join me?
I would. I cannot return. Not after all I've done. And I would very much like to meet my father's people at least one time.
I see. Yes, our blood flows in your veins too. You know this will be a very long slumber.
I do. Cecil, you called me brother. I I suppose I can expect no more than that. All you've suffered until now has been because of me.
We must go now and sleep. We will pray for the peace of your planet. Come, let us go.
Yes.
Cecil,
Is this all right, letting him go?
Your brothers.
Farewell.
Cecil?
Farewell, my brother.
Oh, what a nice ending, eh? Well, that brings us to the end of our playthrough for Final Fantasy IV. Although you can start a new game plus after the credits, and several things are going to carry over for you when you do. And that includes some of the rare items, if you farm for any of the Onion items, and also the augments that you've given your characters. They will stay on those characters, but you'll also be able to find those augments again in your next playthrough so that you can duplicate them on other characters and whatnot. All the map stuff you've done, so the completion percentages and all the maps will be explored. Everything you've added to the Fat Chocobo, such as the bestiaries and whatnot, will all be included for you. The Naming Way quest will be done still, and the Dark Matter that we just stole off the last boss, we'll be able to carry that across, and we can actually use that to summon a super hard rare optional boss that can only be completed in a New Game Plus because we need that Dark Matter from Zeromus. And also any silver and gold apples which boost your health permanently that you haven't used, and Soma drops which boost your MP will also carry over. But then there's lots of things that won't carry over. So any items for map completion won't carry over because you won't be able to get them again. What else won't? You can't obviously get the items again from the Naming Way quest line. And basically any items that you are given as part of the story, such as summons and some weapons such as Excalibur, you will have to obtain those again. And for completing the game the first time, you'll get the Break Limit augment, which is a nice augment. You can give it to one of your characters. I recommend giving it to Kane. And then if you complete the game again on New Game Plus, you'll get another Break Limit augment. But you'll only get 2, okay? So if you complete it again after that, you won't get any more. If you can complete the game on New Game Plus, then you can carry everything across to a third new game. And on that new game, you can actually max out all your character's stats. You can do the best job with all their augments because you'll have 3 of most augments by the end of that playthrough. And you'll be able to take on both of the optional bosses at that point as well. But folks, I think, unless I find some time later on which will justify it, that's pretty much going to be the extent of this playthrough. So we've seen the credits and we've done pretty much everything we can do throughout this walkthrough as well, I think. But maybe one day I will go back, play through the entire game again, just to show you those couple of extra bosses that you can only do in New Game Plus. But apart from that then folks, I'm going to tune out here and say thanks ever so much to all of those of you that have stuck with me throughout this walkthrough. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a great time playing this game. I've had a great time hearing your comments and, you know, hearing from those that have said that this walkthrough's helped them. I'm going to move on to other things now. And please do check out my channel to see what's coming up next. So thanks again everyone. This has been Final Fantasy IV. I've been your host Fuzzfinger, and I'll see you soon for something new. Goodbye.